Now, Simone, what is your leadership style, would you say? Other than being a firecracker.
It's, I don't like to answer to this question. It's like, I think others should answer to this question. But let me tell you what I think. Honesty is very important. Continuous curiosity. I mean, you have to be curious. You have to understand. Never make a decision without understanding something. And curiosity, it's unbelievable because curiosity drives to evolution, and evolution drives to innovation. So that is very important. Try to inspire people. Try to, you don't want to tell them a story. You want them to feel as excited as you are about something. And then, listen. And this is something I learned, of course, well, not when I was young, but a little later. But to learn and to listen to people, be empathic and try to understand how they feel. Because, sometimes they come to the office and they have a bad reaction. And then you learn that, something happened. Mm-hmm. So I try to be all this. On the other hand, I have to be a leader and have to push for, continuous innovation and to growth. So you don't grow, 300% a year by, smiling every day. Sometimes you have to be tough. So you have to make sure that you make your point, but never ever make it personal. So don't make a point because you want to, make sure that the guy understands you're the boss. Mm-hmm. Because nobody really cares about that. But make your point because you really believe it's the right thing to do. And if you're wrong, just say it. Oh, damn, I'm wrong, you're right. So I would say a lot of common sense and good ethic and sense of leadership, probably.
I think you're so right. We read a couple months ago, Radical Candor. Mm-hmm. And they talk about criticism and critiques is part of a working environment. It's how you have that radical candor, and it starts with the top down.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to put yourself in a position to receive that.
Indeed, and then you have to have a little bit of a conflict inside. Mm-hmm. And it's not a conflict where people, punching each other. Different opinion, different perspective. Conflict of interest for some reason. The sales guy wants to sell for $1. The finance guy say, no, it's $1.50. And that is the conflict that then you have to get in between and make sure that you extract the best from both of them. But it's the conflict that gives you to the 125 price instead of 1 or instead of 50. Mm-hmm. Because if you do 150, the clients won't buy it. If you do 1, you lose money. Mm-hmm. But the 125 is the right, And believe me, it comes from conflict. It doesn't come from people that, rationalize. I mean, it comes from, people that say, oh, you don't talk to the client, I talk to the client, you don't know that the price is this, 150 would never fly. That's the discussion you have to have. And it's a conflict. And you have a lot of this every day. But I tell you, we leave the meeting room, and I've seen nobody in our company take it personal. They all do it because they want to see HZO becoming the, largest company in the world in this industry.
Yeah, they're all invested in the company, but in each other. Because
Yes.
I know there's been things delivered to me. I don't think anyone loves criticism. I don't think anyone's like,
No.
oh, yes, tell me more about how...
I'm not good at it.
Right. But I can tell when someone's telling me something like, okay, you're needing to perform here and you're coming in here. Here's what I see. And that is so valuable to
Well,
me.
it is, but you have to be mature to accept that. So that's the difference. I mean, I tell you, when I go to the board many times, they say, hey, Simone, that's not good. And you don't fight back. You listen, you say, you know what, you're absolutely right. And you try to evolve and you try to come back the next time and making sure that they say, well, now you learn it, good. Yeah. So that's what you want to do. And you do it every day. I mean, it's not, you don't, I mean, the day you cannot do that is because you're retired.